It's your boy KOS from the Southwest Boys TV, and we back for the first time. And what we are talking about, what I talk about, I do car content. We talk about new cars, old cars, imports, everything. We love all kind of cars, trucks, you know what I'm saying, bikes. We love anything with a motor, we like it. And we also talk about our builds that we got going on. We go to car shows, we got car builds, and we're going to start this whole series off with a build, one of our builds. And we're starting off with this one. This is my 93 Caprice LS, known as the problem child. And that is properly named because this definitely been a problem child over the years. She's been a couple different colors. Now she's a cherry red, which I do like. I think I like this color the best. We're gonna keep this color at all. I put the 20x9s on, and if you can see it, it gives it a little poke. You know what I'm saying? They deep dishes. A lot of people don't like the poke anymore. I like the poke, and I especially like get up front, pause. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big part of this video, but we'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, so yeah, I got it painted. She's I mean, this is an old paint job now. It's gonna get redone, but for now, this is what it is. We got the tinted tail lights. You know what I'm saying? Southwest Boys sign. You know, we just hooking her up with the dual exhaust. And man, now we're getting into some stuff here. This is the new interior I just put in here. I'm going for the light brown seats on the dark brown, that contrast. I need to do the doors next and seat belts. And I got these seats from a place called leatherseats.com. These are actually real leather seats. They smell good. This is leather. This is not that pleather imitation. This is real stuff. Now, there's some pros and cons. These seats are okay. They're real leather. They smell good. The stitching is decent. It's not great. I don't even know what this freaking stitch is right here, but you know, it's not great, but it's not bad. And for the price, they're not bad. The price, I think they cost around $600, and it's not terrible. We got for the front and the back. If you can see that armrest, it didn't come with the armrest for some reason, I don't know, so I'll have to get that addressed. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing with this. I got the brown carpet. I'm gonna tell you about the carpet. I got the carpet off of eBay. So one thing, when you guys are trying to do these budget builds off of eBay or whatnot, read the comments. And if they don't have a bunch of comments or stuff, I would steer clear. I'm not saying that these are bad. They're just okay. And you should want to get a one-piece fully molded carpet. This is actually a two-piece. You can see the seam right here. But they're okay. They're just not great. They didn't lay 100% great. And, you know, my other ones that I bought were one piece, and I guess I got excited or whatever. And I didn't look. I think what it was, I did get excited, and I was looking for time more so than what I necessarily needed. So I rushed, and I got what I got. It's not horrible, but it could have been better. This brings me to another thing that I did. If you can see this, this is Alcantara. Alcantara wrap that you've probably seen on Instagram. This stuff is actually pretty good. It comes in a roll. It's sticky on one side. You just, you know, I just prepped the piece and then I wrapped it. It did pretty good. Pros and cons. It's really sticky, so you gotta have your wrap good. And so far it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? The con, it takes forever to get. So if you order it, it's gonna be probably 2 months. You probably forgot you ordered it by the time you get it. Then this dash, takes me to the dash. The dash needs to be replaced. I'm gonna buy a new one, and I'm gonna wrap it with this same suede stuff that I got. And my plan is to wrap like half of the interior up with the suede and then repaint the bottom. So I'll have the two-tone look. See, I'll two-tone this some kind of way, suede all of these pieces, and then, you know, redo these pieces, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much for the interior. I'm gonna get rid of this grandma steering wheel, put something nasty on there, you know. Now, here gets some more meat and potatoes of the build. Now, this car is a 93 Caprice LS. It came with the 305. And throttle body. And I got rid of it. I put a 350 in here, small block Chevy, with a carburetor. I went carbureted. I know that's frowned upon these days, but guess what? Carburetor for me, man, that's a Holly. I think it's a 650 CFM. It doesn't. They always start. They always start. You know what I'm saying? I got other cars. They have carburetors in there, and as long as there's gas in the tank and there's the battery's good, the car fires up, and that's all I wanted. I wanted something that fires up every time. My car, I leave it all winter. I hop in there in the summertime. As long as I got a good battery, that joint fires up. I never had any problem with it. So that's why I went with this. I might go carbureted eventually, but for right now, I just wanted something that I know you can just hop in and go. There's some work that you have to do, like fuel management. That's kind of what this is. Because if you didn't get in there and change out your fuel pump, you'll be dumping too much fuel because of fuel injected. So you gotta slow that down. But there's little things that you gotta do. And the LS motor, because everybody wants the LS, right? LS costs more than you think they cost. You think you can grab one for $5,000, you'll be way over that by the time you get it running. If you can keep it running. A lot of people have problems keeping them things running because of the computer and whatnot. So that's what they don't tell you. They just say, oh, you can just throw an LS in there and get in there and go. Nah, bro. Nah, most of these people say that, but they, you know how it is. These guys say one thing, and by the time you get into it, it'd be 6 months later, $10,000 later, and your stuff still won't run. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so where am I at now? Oh, tinted the windows. I used a local guy to tint these windows, and I will say that these windows suck. They suck. And I use a local guy because I like to help out local business that is, especially guys that look like me, and I try to help them out. But sometimes it works for you, and y'all know sometimes it don't. So this time it didn't. So I'm gonna get that ripped off and redid. The car's gonna get repainted, but the biggest part of this video is these wheels. These wheels. This is the whole purpose of the video. When you got these B bodies, everybody knows that these B bodies, old schools in general, but especially the bigger ones, they have a ton of body roll. Ton of body roll in these things. When you drive these things, they look good, and they big yacht going down the street. You try to hit that corner, and that's the body roll of these cars. They do not hold all that great. Now, but that being said, you can fix that, and that's what we're gonna fix. Mine was so bad that I'm driving down the freeway. I hit a bump in the freeway. The car bottoms out, hits the wheel, then throws me to the left, damn near throw me into an accident. So it's not really even safe to drive. And you see, I ain't bull stuffing. Look at that. That's the wheel rubbing, knocking chunks out of the tire. So I had to do something. So I could have put some stiffer springs in here or something, but you know what? Even though this is the budget mobile, I decided to go all out. And when I'm going all out, don't worry about what you see in here. We ain't talking about that part yet, but we'll talk about these QA1 suspension kit that I bought. These, I believe, are the, let's see, I think this is the, oh yeah, these are the A-arms. These are the A-arms, the bottom driver's side A-arms. I have the upper A-arms, the coilovers in another box upstairs. These are the QA1 sway bars front and back. I got the big wheel kit. Like I said, don't worry about this stuff. We ain't talking about this right now. We'll get back to it. But yeah, I got the big body kit upstairs, and I'm putting it all in, man. I'm getting this installed on Wednesday. So that gives us a couple days. Get this in, and I'll let y'all know how it turned out. You know what I'm saying? It'll get my suspension nice and stiff, pause, and so I can drive this car every day and not worry about, you know, a bottoming out and all that foolishness. Plus, I got some monsters for the trunk. I got a couple of 15s I'm putting back here, so I need this stiff. It's gonna put some. I mean, it's not a whole bunch, but it does rub occasionally. It's gonna put some weight back here, and so I just need everything stiffened up and a nice ride. And that's where we're going with this bad boy. You know what I'm saying? There she is, the problem child. We're not looking at that yet. We're good to that thing later. Today, we talking about the problem child. Oh yeah, and another thing. This is a 93 Caprice, like I said. Be proud of your car. Whatever you got, be proud of it. You know what I'm saying? This is a Caprice. It's not an Impala. No, everybody likes the Impala. I want an Impala. If you got a Caprice, just keep it a Caprice. Some people try to do things like they'll put the Impala hood on there because the Impala hood's a little different. The Impala hood doesn't have the emblem like this. The hood part comes up a little bit higher, and that's one piece. You know what I'm saying? The Impala hood don't have that Chevy on the front. The Impala hood is like that. The Impala has a couple of things that are, it has the LS, of course, it has the LS1. But I want y'all to look up the stats for the LS1 and that Impala. It's not that great, trust me. You got, this car got about 400 horsepower to the crank. That's more than an Impala. Look it up. And then, but the Impala does have 4-wheel disc brakes. That's cool. This car came with, it has drums in the back. I haven't changed those out yet, but I will eventually. It has drums in the back. The Impala, I think, had posi traction, which, you know, so both of your wheels are rolling in the back. You know what I'm saying? This one does not. So that posi traction I looked for on Summit, I think it's like $300-$400, something like that. It's not too expensive. I can change that out. Another thing that Impala had that was super cool was it had bucket seats in the front, and it had bucket seats in the floor shifter. Now the Caprice, I believe the 96 or so, don't quote me on that, had the bucket seats, but it did not. It had a center console, but it still had the column shifter. So, you know, if that's a deal breaker for you, then there you have it. But another reason why I never got an Impala is because of the price. You know what I'm saying? I got this car, and the Impala was so much more, especially in its height. It's probably even more these days. But, you know, the Impala had them leather seats, and everybody who's bought one of them knows those leather seats were trashed by the time they're in the second-hand, not second-hand, sorry, the used column. But they had them trash seats, and, you know, people done dogged them, and then these guys still wanted huge money for them. And I just like, I'm not paying that much for that car, you know what I mean? So, and I had got this. I was going to get rid of this and get the Impala because I was falling for some peer pressure. But you know what? I'm glad I didn't, and I'm happy I got a Caprice. I'm keeping it alive for the Caprice guys. I ain't, just be happy with what you got. If you got an Impala, that's cool too. But, you know, cars are meant to be worked on and fixed and changed and do whatever you want to do. So everything is cool. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that Impala has that I think is cool, the back is rounded off. It's like rounded off right here. And for some reason, just that little round off makes this car look a lot more sportier. But, you know, teach his own. They're all cool. And but this is what we're getting at. We got a car show that I'm gonna show you guys this weekend. We got a car show next week I'm gonna show you guys. We got a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, my channel, I don't hate on any, I don't hate on most things. And I like Asian cars, trucks, you know, supercars. I just went to a supercar meet last week. Sorry I didn't get no footage. I'll get that to you guys eventually, maybe. And yeah, man, we just go to everything. I like, my brother has a Infinity, you know what I'm saying, and he got it all VIP stanced out, so that's cool. We just like all Johnny was the cars. I need to get me an Asian car, and I need a truck. That's my neighbor's truck. It's hard, but it ain't mine. But yeah, that's what it is. But anyway, Wednesday is D-Day for the suspension. And next video, I'm gonna hit y'all up and let y'all know how that went. But until then, Southwest Boy signing out. Love your cars, and have fun. All right, one.